week 1 of free agency with you. I'm gonna tell you how this shit, how it all affects your fantasy draft for next year. Let's get back down to Tom Brady. What you think about that? He actually went to the Buccaneers.
Yes, sir.
He called that.
Yeah, man. Called that on the last show, you know what I'm saying? Called, Tommy B going to the Bucs. It was speculated, but I had faith he was going to go there. What y'all think about that move, man?
Pretty solid move. I thought he was going to go somewhere else, but hey, I honestly think it's going to be a worse season for them, like fantasy-wise. It may have a better record, though, but it's going to be a worse season fantasy-wise with them.
You think the Bucs receivers gonna have worse stats than they did last year?
Yeah, because they were a worse team. They were always playing from behind. This year, I think they're gonna be up ahead, and they're gonna be winning a lot more games. Last year, they were playing from behind a lot, so you're gonna get all those yards. Jameis had 5,000 yards. Brady's not gonna get anywhere near that. I think he might get 4,000 yards, maybe.
He got 4,000 yards the past couple of years. He had 24 touchdowns last year. 29 touchdowns the year before.
24 last year with that offense is really good.
He only had
That's really picks. Good. That's surprising.
Less than 10 picks too.
Yeah, he'll definitely cure that.
What you think about it, Elo?
Man, just like you said on the last podcast, I was wrong. He didn't go to Chargers or 49ers. So, like you said, he's gonna have to surround himself with some weapons.
He got weapons there.
Yes, sir. Chris Godwin and many more players. I mean, man, hey. They're gonna do something, man. I mean, not translating, not on the fantasy, but on the field.
Well, it has to be fantasy too. But what do you call it? Who do you think's gonna be the better pickup this year? Evans, Godwin, or O.J. Howard? Who would you rather have?
It would be between Evans and Godwin. Evans is coming off that injury.
Who would you draft first?
Man, I would have to still go with Mike Evans. G-Town hero. He got I don't know, he been doing it longer, bigger frame, bigger target. But plus, I think people will be looking out for Godwin too. Like Godwin, went off on boards last year, so he ain't gonna be no sleeper no more. Like they gonna. Last year he was the number one.
Sleeper.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they don't.
You can't double team either one, and Godwin still got that heat on him.
I think Godwin's a better receiver though.
He might be.
I think Godwin can work more underneath the field and all that stuff. So I think Brady currently, he don't have that arm anymore. And I think Evans has to have that arm to get him the ball. Evans has to have a guy that can throw the ball deep.
He's built for that.
That's his game.
You misusing Mike Evans if you ain't got his game.
I don't think that Brady can get the ball there anymore. He's old, man. You're gonna have to be pumped. You're gonna have to be lifting them weights, man.
That corona break gonna be all he need, man, to get right, man.
But I think it's gonna be Godwin. I think Godwin's the guy you want, and I also think O.J. Howard. I think he's gonna have a resurgent year this year. He might be a sleeper pick at tight end.
So
he ain't gonna be a sleeper come to draft time. He's gonna be a really known player. He's gonna be a trendy pick.
So out of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, which one are you taking in the draft first, and what round do you think they're gonna go in?
I'll take Godwin comfortably in the 4th. I think he's gonna go in the 3rd though.
And what about Evans?
Evans, same. I'll be about.
You think Godwin's gonna last to the 4th?
3rd, 4th round, yeah.
3rd, maybe.
3rd. You're in a bad league if he lasts to the 4th round. Third round he'll be gone. Both of them will be gone 3rd round. Just because the name that's attached to him is Tom Brady.
I think once you hear Mike, you can be like, oh, Godwin there, or vice versa. Or once you hear Godwin, oh yeah, let me get Mike.
I would rather have Godwin though. Put that on the board, man. I think he'll have a better year.
Already, hey, I put money on that. What you think, Elo? Who you think will have a better year?
Shoot, I'd have to go with Mike Evans, man.
Mike Evans is a G, man. I like that for a lot.
Already.
How about old Edelman? You think he gonna do anything this year?
I love Julian Edelman. I had him on a couple of fantasy teams throughout the year. Yeah, I had him on a couple of teams last year. Matter of fact, I had him in one keeper league. No, year before I had him in the keeper league. And then last year I had him, he almost took to the championship. So I ride with Edelman, but I don't know who that quarterback is. So I can't say he gonna do. I don't know what the receiver gonna do if I don't know who the quarterback is. You might bring on Johnny No Name off the street. You might bring in Cam Newton. I don't know who the quarterback is, so I can't really say that.
I honestly think that they're gonna draft somebody.
Man, I would hope that Edelman would have to start with a rookie QB.
I think they may get rid of Edelman. It makes no sense to keep him. You can get probably a 5th-round pick for him, maybe.
I think you get much more than that. Ain't he like a former Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah, but
I know
he's
it's what
old,
have you
man.
done for me lately, league.
He's
But I
old,
think they
old,
carry a
man.
little bit of weight if you finesse it the right way.
Well, that's enough about the old Bucks and Tom Brady. How about old Melvin Gordon? Think he gonna be worth a pickup this year? He went to the Broncos on a 2-year contract.
All right, so Melvin Gordon, he previously played for the Chargers. He was playing last year alongside Austin Eckler. He's had 8+ CDs every year since he's been in the league.
I wouldn't really look at last year though. Last year wasn't his best year.
Wasn't his best year, and he's only had one 1,000-yard season, and that was when he was by himself. When he was with Eckler, they took the workload off him. I think you said earlier the Broncos.
2 years ago, Eckler was there.
He was, but he wasn't eating as much as he was.
He was eating, but he wasn't eating.
He was eating like this, yeah. So I
The
don't know.
reason why Melvin held out for his contract is because he had that big year the year before. He was trying to get paid.
That was his 1,000-yard season.
Eckler was there for that, so.
But I think
honestly, I think that was a really bad spot he went to, though.
Yeah, tell us why you think it's a bad spot. You touched on it earlier.
It's just because it's the Broncos. He needs to be the bell cow. They got Lindsey there already, and they also got Rolls Royce Freeman. That dude's turned out to be a bust, but
straight up.
I really thought he was gonna be something.
Well, went from a Rolls to a Honda.
Real quick. But yeah, old Melvin, man. I think he's gonna be a good pickup. I'll probably get him around the 5th round, maybe.
All right. So if you don't know, this fool drafted Melvin Gordon last year. He was a steal of the draft. He got him late. He was laughing at everybody. What he did, he fucked up and flipped him right before he started busting out the bando. So he got a soft spot.
Melvin's one of my favorite players.
I already know. That's because you got faith in him, against the stats.
I just think it's a real bad landing spot for him.
I wouldn't mess with him. I wouldn't mess with him until it's like real late and he got to go. Man,
8th round.
8. Somewhere around an 8th. Somewhere around the 8th.
He ain't gonna be there in the 8th round though.
It's gonna be somebody like you who got love for him,
6th round.
and somebody like me who don't give a damn.
Very late is 6th round.
I see 8.
It's gonna be both of them because it's gonna be a fucking, it's gonna be a committee there. They're both gonna work into each other's work. So.
I don't think nobody be dominant. I think him hopping on that squad turns him and Lindsey into like straight good flexes. Like you got you a solid flex.
Solid flex. So they're both gonna get a lot of work.
Yeah, man.
How about you, Elo?
Yeah, that'd be a good spot right there for a flex because sometimes during that week the flex could only bring you so many. Nah, he's not a flex. The only reason he didn't play because he didn't want to play ball.
Don't let Grady mind fuck you and saying you just said Melvin was a flex, and then Grady mind fucks you and saying he ain't no.
Man, Melvin and
he didn't want to sign the deal. He didn't want to sign the dot. That's why he didn't want to play ball. Just like the way Bell did.
Hey, sometimes
and
you roll them dice
so
and
you
crap
see.
out.
Yeah, you gotta bet on yourself.
You gotta bet on yourself. Just ain't play out this time.
I don't think he's gonna do good. The more the story is, we're on different pages with Melvin Gordon. I think he went to.
I'm saying if he plays this year, because he already signed on the dotted line. Last time was because he didn't want to take the franchise tag or whatever was going on in the situation until they finally let him play.
Yeah, I'll say this one thing: if I was in a standard league, I'll take him a lot earlier. I'll probably take him 5th round because I think he's gonna get a lot of touchdowns this year. Lindsey, I don't think he's gonna get a lot of touchdown work. I think he's gonna be used more in the passing game.
I got Phil Lindsey in the keeper league. I think they're gonna make him into like that.
Honestly, I want to keep Lindsey.
No, I'm telling you. No, I don't think that's a wise decision. If you're in the keeper league and y'all gonna keep like 3-4 people or anything, I hope Philip Lindsey is not somebody on your team that you're keeping because of
you gotta watch out for the dynasty players because
Lindsey's an awesome player.
When the dynasty league they keep their players.
He's just not gonna get enough spins. He don't get enough touches to make him worth it.
They got a rookie quarterback there. Their O line is decent. It's getting better, but they have what's his name on the outside? Sutton on the outside. He's good. They got a good tight end. So they got an emerging offense. But still, they got that, lock.
That's a big question mark right there, man.
That's a big question mark. If he comes out to be good, it's gonna be good for Melvin because they're gonna get inside that red zone and he's gonna punch it in.
The only big game I remember having was against us. You know what I'm saying? Which sucks. Yeah. Everybody thought it was gonna be the truth and it just fell off.
It's
anyway,
just the Texans, man.
Next up, man, how you feeling about your boy OG Todd Gurley?
Great landing spot for him. Awesome landing spot.
Awesome.
Got a proven quarterback. You got Julio Jones there with him too. It's gonna take a lot of attention off them. You cannot stack the box against them. Their O line there might be worse than it was at the Rams, but it's still Gurley. I think he's gonna have a good bounce back year.
All right. So if you don't know what went on today, Todd Gurley, running back for the L.A. Rams, his favorite team. LA Rams scored over here.
They cutting people left and right.
Left and right, yeah. Let go Clay Matthews, Dante Fowler, man. They have to go and free up too much cap space, man. They're gonna have to replace them players.
What happens when that's what happens when you fuck up the salary.
You don't trade away your picks, people.
So Todd Gurley, he got a 1-year deal to Atlanta. Right what he wanted. I think, long story short, he getting by like 11 mil for 1 year
total from both teams.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Getting paid by 2 teams, man. You can't beat that at the same time for 11 mil.
Yes,
so a
sir.
1-year deal, see how it worked. I had Todd Gurley on my fantasy team last year. He almost took me to the championship. I made an error at the last minute to mess that up. But Todd Gurley did his thing, man. I believe he had
an
12
off year from where you drafted him.
He had
a bad year.
I took Todd Gurley in the 2nd round. However, he got me like 800
He
yards
like
and 12.
pick.
He got me 12 rushing touchdowns and 2 receiving touchdowns. I'm not mad at that. Like I expected more because of what he did the previous year, but
yeah, you respect him.
yeah, he was obviously hurt the whole year.
Yeah.
If you banged up from the time the season starts to the time the season ends, and you give me 14 touchdowns and almost 1,000 yards, hurt, bro. I have nothing but
I think that's just gonna go down though.
Yeah. If he can stay healthy and everything goes his way on the Falcons, he will have big money. But it depends if he stays healthy. That's damn near every
He
player.
got the arthritis though. That just don't go.
You like
bad.
saying that whole ass shit though.
Oh.
the arthritis.
I ain't even say that
Hey,
shit. I just say if he stays healthy, man, he
Man,
can go on.
That shit just don't. Hey man, it's gone the next day. It's there.
The arthritis.
Arthritis, man. That shit just man. My arthritis is gone today. You have good days and bad days, man.
I think he gonna do good, but like y'all said, I think the injury concern. I see him missing like 4 games
He
in
ain't
like
gonna
the
be
middle
the
of the season.
workhorse.
Yeah, I see him like starting off cold, and then like boom, middle of the season, kind of like Patty Mahomes might have an injury or something, got to heal up, and you can be without Gurley for like maybe a 4-game stretch. I just feel it's going that direction.
But last year he lost a lot of games.
Honestly, I think workhorses are slowly dying away.
Yeah, man, because like them boys are seeing how the contracts are structured, how they get rid of you. Like it's right there in front of your face. Like you only get.
I think Henry gonna hold out.
He should.
He should.
He should. A running back's average NFL players like 3-year shelf life. A running back's about around that time. The boys get you for the cheap. When it's time for you to get paid, they franchise tag you. Then they cut you when they think you ain't got when you're worthless after you got all they worth out you for the cheapest they can, and they just send you off to the woodshed. Like
that's
if you want your money, you got to pull a Le'Veon Bell and hold that. That's what Melvin Gordon did. It didn't work out for him.
Didn't work out.
And he did that. That's what Zeke Elliott did. It worked out for him. No, it worked out for Bell. But if you want your money as a running back, that's what you got to do. Is if they playing a dirty game with you, you got to play that same dirty game back, man.
Yeah, don't always work out though.
Yes, sir. What would you take Todd Gurley in the draft?
Probably around the 4th round, 4th, 5th round.
You think he's gonna be on the board that long? He ain't gonna be on the board that
He'll
long.
be on the board that long.
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends how they feeling. I mean, if
Where
anybody
you
else
think he
drafts
gonna be
him,
at?
What would you take?
I say it about like the 6th or 7th round because they're not gonna think about him. If they see he got hurt or he had,
oh, they're gonna be thinking about him.
I just said he's gonna be gone like the 4th, 5th round. You just said he ain't gonna be there. You just said he's gonna be there in the 6th round.
6th, 7th round, depending how.
That means he'll be there in the 4th or 5th.
The people in your league, it depends. It depends if he's gonna be willing to roll that dice, take that chance on that player because that's what fantasy's about. Fantasy's all about that. Take the chance on the player. If you know if he's gonna boom, go ahead and pick him up.
It's 3 of us here. Everybody got their own opinion. We don't tell no man they're wrong. But you decide who you want to roll with. If you think Todd Gurley gonna be there in that 7th,
I don't think Todd gonna be there in the 7th. I think he'll be long gone.
Me personally, I think Todd Gurley gonna be gone in the late 3rd, early 4th.
Touchdown
somewhere
upside.
around there.
You got that touchdown upside, man.
Man.
He gonna get the ball.
He might. I think almost every game he'd give me cause I had watching the stats whatever when you playing the game.
You get him in the 4th
like
round.
90 yards, boom, 2 TDs, like almost like clockwork. I'll live with that every day.
And the Falcons usually run one running back. It's like one guy got the ball pretty much in their new scheme.
You might have an Edo Smith running out there, but like he ain't really doing too much. He's just out there.
Emmanuel Sanders, he went to the Saints today. That was a good pick.
Hey, there you go. That's how you replace when Mike Thomas left.
Fantasy wise, I say it's a bad pickup, but football wise, excellent pickup.
Real nice. Deflect some of that pressure off of Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Get him some more yards. Like ain't like he need him.
I don't think he's gonna have as many yards this year.
Why not?
Because last year he was the only guy there. He was the only option. Name another receiver that they had.
I can't think his name. That's sad.
See?
They traded him.
But I think Michael Thomas is Michael Thomas.
He's gonna still eat into his work. Michael Thomas, with this pickup, I would not pick Michael Thomas up in the top 5. Wouldn't do it now because I think he's gonna eat into his workload. He's still back half of the first round, but I want to pick him up top 5.
You wouldn't pick. What would you take him? What would you take Michael Thomas now?
Right around 7th, 8th.
Who's your top 5? Here we go. Who is your top 5 picks in the draft if you're not taking Michael Thomas?
Top 5 right now? McCaffrey, Barkley, Henry.
You forgetting a couple people.
Yeah, I'm forgetting some people. I know.
You
Mark
forget
Ingram.
Elliott, I'll probably get Elliott like 6.
No, I'll take Mark Ingram. I know where that paper's at.
Ingram?
Whoa, say it again,
Left
please. Say it
Left
again.
field Ello.
You take Mark Ingram where?
Where would you take?
What would you draft Mark Ingram in the draft?
I probably have my second person.
Second round?
Yeah, second round right there, man.
That's not bad. Well, me personally, I always like getting that top flight. I always love getting that top flight running back. That's my main thing. Gotta have. If you don't have 4 good running backs, you don't have. You gotta have at least 4 of them.
You gotta have at least 3 studs.
You gotta have 3 studs, man.
And then you gotta have that one good.
Chubb is gonna be a high pick too. I think Chubb is.
Nick Chubb is gone.
I would take Chubb over Michael Thomas.
Man.
Because they invested in their whole line this year.
Nick Chubb regulated.
He's cold.
Plus,
I think he's a better he's better than Baker, so I think they're going to lean on him to win games a little bit.
If Baker don't improve, it's gonna be the Chubb show again.
Mm-hmm.
But like over Michael Thomas,
just because of who they picked up, he's not gonna have that historic year that he had this year.
I think it's gonna be hard to duplicate what he did last year.
Yeah.
But I don't see Emmanuel Sanders getting enough attention. I think what did he say?
Brees is going to be a year older. Thomas is going to be, he's going to be Thomas. He's still going to be Michael Thomas, but he's not going to have that volume that he had like years past because he's been the only option.
To me, this is the only stat that
I
matters.
keep forgetting about Kamara too. I'll take Kamara.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that
real nice. Real nice. He need a bounce back year. Last year he did people dirty. Emmanuel
But
Sanders.
that's because they traded Mark Ingram. That's why. It all adds up. It all adds up right there because when you can't let one of them good players go like that.
Can't keep everybody.
Especially on the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you can't.
But on Emmanuel Sanders, he hasn't had more than 5 touchdowns since 2016. Every year's had 3 or 4 touchdowns.
I think he's just going to eat into. I'm not saying he's going to get the touchdown work, but he's going to get his yardage and the targets. Sanders is probably going to have about 80 to 90 targets this year.
I wouldn't leave. All right, so I'm trying to think on top of my head.
The Saints haven't had a solid number 2 in like forever.
Ever.
Damn.
I'm trying to think of where I would take Mike Thomas on my head. Who else? Yeah. So you said McCaffrey, Elliott, Henry,
McCaffrey, Barkley.
Barkley's in there, so that's 4.
Number 3 would be Derrick Henry.
That's 4 people.
Then Kamara. Then Chubb. Then we're getting into the Michael Thomas area.
Michael Thomas, D. Hop, Julio's, and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right there around the 6th pick.
So 5th, 5th, or 6th. Yeah, you're right.
6th pick.
I said it out loud. Yeah, I agree with you. Wrong 5th. Maybe like one, maybe 1 or whatever above you or something. But I ain't splitting hairs with you. Hey, 100%. Yeah.
That's like the area he's gonna go.
Yeah.
That's where I would take him.
The only way you would flip that is if you think
he would be top 3 if they did not get Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, 100%. But like, yeah, if you want to flip him for like Kamara, or like if you think Saquon ain't gonna do as good because he had a crappy year, I can see you flipping Michael Thomas for that spot. But
no reason why I say that.
past 6, I can't think of past 6.
Mm-hmm. And then the thing too is that there's less good running backs than there is good receivers. Receivers is a much deeper position. Running backs, once you get to like 15, man, you're kind of in the dumpster.
Oh no! After the first 6 running backs, it take a huge decline.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a big runoff from like Derrick Henry to Mark Ingram. Like I love Mark Ingram, but it's a clear drop off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, shoot. I mean, if that's one of your core players that you have, this is a good player on your fantasy squad. If you got him on your fantasy squad, he's gonna get you money. I mean, he's on.
I'll be kind of upset if I got Ingram in the second round. I ain't gonna lie.
That's kind of early. He a solid 3rd, 4th.
Yeah. I'll be super happy I got him in the 4th.
Yeah, you loving life.
Yeah, I'll be good, 100%. Anybody else you want to throw out there? Any other pickups? Who do you think had the best offseason so far?
Real quick, Margarita's hitting. I can't speak for them. I've been drinking all day. Jose Cuervo.
Yes,
Shout out to Cuervo. Shout out to Margarita's. Margarita podcast. But I forgot where I was going. I was feeling good. You asked me a question.
Who had the best offseason?
Oh, first off, people had the worst offseason in Texas. Real quick, just had to get back to that. But we had the best offseason.
Texans, well, they just give away players, man.
Y'all want a free player, man. Texans, they handle
Holla
it
at
right.
me.
Straight up.
Man, give you a Christmas present nice and early, huh?
You get you a
Can't
corona.
lowball
Get you a corona
like
test.
that,
Get you a free Texan player. Straight up.
Free Texan player
Free
with
Texan player with
corona
corona test. We got you down here.
Got them bills, man.
Dang.
You do 2, we'll give you a coach. Please do.
B.O.B.
Please do 2.
Please take our
Please do
coach.
2.
They call him B.O.B. now.
But on the cold,
Who had the best offseason?
You know who I'm about to say?
Who do we start the show off with?
Tampa.
Buccaneers. Ooh.
Tampa. Jameis Winston had 30 interceptions. 30. 3-0.
Is Tom Brady going to have 30 touchdowns?
Hell yeah, he going to have 30 fucking touchdowns. You want to bet on that?
No, not really.
What?
Here we go, people.
Whoa!
It's a bet in play.
I'm
A
just
bet
throwing
in
some-
play.
He's old, man. I don't want to bet on
Do
him.
you want to bet?
I don't like betting.
His body's
against
kind of
Tommy
banged
B.
up, Chris.
Huh?
I
I ain't
don't
gonna
bet
lie.
Do
against
you
Tommy
want to
B.
bet? I'm betting.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm betting he'll have 30 or more.
His body's banged up
Oh,
already.
he's
He
old,
don't play.
man.
It's been 10 years.
My
Been a
gambling
good-
spirit is coming out.
Tommy
Anybody?
B been playing football.
I'd
since
say
in high school.
they'll have like a good record, but his body's banged up. I ain't gonna lie.
So do you think he'll have 30 or not?
Think he's going to have 30 touchdowns?
Somewhere around there, maybe 25, somewhere around there. I mean, he's
Do you
gonna
want
do
to
some
make
numbers.
this bet? Do anybody want to make this bet?
Corona bet?
So,
Oh.
Hey,
y'all want to be gold.
I'm not betting against Tommy B.
Boy, back down because of Tommy B. I want y'all to
Man,
remember that
I hate
respect.
on him, but I'm not going to bet. I'm not going to bet
hate
against
on
him.
him.
I hate on the man, but I'm not going to bet against him. You do not bet against Tommy B, man.
Damn.
Even on his worst day, he still put up numbers.
I'll bet with him.
Oh,
I'll bet with
he'll
him
get
all
you some
day.
money. So who you think had the best all season? Who? Y'all two.
I think the Saints had the best all season. Saints, man, like they locked up Pete, their offensive lineman. They locked him up to a 5-year deal. They got him. They got back Drew Brees
For 2.
for 2 more years, and they also got Emmanuel Sanders. Something they really needed.
Another
Was
big
it?
3.
All right, man. They just need somebody on the other side of the field to take away that. Just takes some attention away from Kamara and Thomas, and they
Somebody
got
you
that
can
with them.
respect.
Somebody got you have to honor him. Got to account for him on the field. He's a solid football player, so I think they had the best all season.
Hello, who you think had the best all season?
In my opinion, y'all don't have to agree with me, but I believe in the Colts. I want to see what they needed something special.
Hey,
Maybe this could be the revive of old
they
man
made
Rivers.
some good moves.
I mean, if they keep this going, I mean, man, it could be a good year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Who you
man.
think will have the best record out of the 3 teams? Out of the
Saints.
Bucks, the Colts, and the Saints.
Saints easy.
Easy. Who you think will go
Saints.
the furthest?
Saints. I think
Probably
Saints.
Saints. I don't know
Saints
what
are
it is
still
about
my
the
Super Bowl
Saints,
team.
but they always
Like
have
they
that
were last
defense.
year, I think
They have that defense you can rely on. I
You
mean,
think
you
they will
know,
get magically fucked again?
Man, they got fucked over the last 2 years.
Twice.
Not the last 3 years, I think. Just like on
Last year they just lost it. The other 2 years they got fucked.
on like the last drive of the game.
The dig shit, the run into your own nigga, and then last year they just lost it.
Yeah, it happens. But I think Breeze got one more run in him.
Or if they put in Teddy Bridgewater, so I don't know.
Bridgewater's not there no more.
Yeah. Oh well, now he's gone. So
He's on the
they want to
Panthers.
take care of their quarterbacks because man.
Where do you think Cam Newton going?
That's what I was just about to say. Man, hold on. I had some teams. Give me 1 second.
I was gonna say the Bears, but they got Nick Foles. I don't know why they did that.
Oh, great! Because they don't believe in Money Mitch, no more.
I'm just saying,
After I
would
drafted him last year, he was not doing
I would
none of
rather
those
have
numbers.
Cam than old buddy.
Then buddy, but Cam didn't play last year. That
And
was
Foles.
So, here are the teams that I looked up that I felt needed a quarterback. The Jaguars, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Carolina Panthers, and the Los Angeles Rams. Now, the Rams, they got old boy locked up for a while. They just paid him. Nobody's taking Goff's deal. That's just crazy. Carolina ain't taking him just because, hey.
Teddy Bridgewater already there.
Yeah,
No, they just got rid of him. They just made it very clear they don't want him. And they got a new dude in town. So that's not happening. So I look between the Jaguars and the Chargers.
So for the Jaguars, you don't believe in Gardner Minshew.
Whoa, what?
So you don't believe for Gardner Minshew?
No, I don't. But as a franchise quarterback?
No, not a franchise quarterback. I'm saying if he's gonna put numbers on your fantasy.
No. If either you're a franchise quarterback or we're trying to get one, I'm not just putting a dude out there. Either I believe you about to get a championship or you just playing until I can
switch you out.
No,
when
I'm about to say this real cold. If you about to get us a championship or I'm tanking your ass, you better tank this so I can get the nigga who can. But because if my team around you is good enough and you just either you suck or you don't suck, I don't want no.
So who would you take, Greer or Minshew?
Minshew.
Who was Greer?
Greer from the Panthers.
He's a bum.
I don't even know who Greer is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Greer was the backup for Cam last year. He's a bum.
Yeah, nah. What's the name? They had some other dudes playing all year.
Yeah, he was his backup.
Oh, you asking me between? So you asking me between the third string Carolina backup who I just found exists or Gardner Minshew? Neither fucking one. Should I get out there?
Honestly, I think Cam gonna end up with the Chargers. He going out to LA.
I feel it's Chargers or the Jaguars.
Jameis or him gonna end up over there.
I think for some reason I can see Jameis and the Jaguars.
So to you, Will Greer,
I think it would be a disaster.
So to you, Will Greer is no money at all.
Listen what I just said.
Will Greer is
he's
bum,
a third string.
He's
a third string quarterback for Carolina. We ain't talking about third strings over here, sir. They subject. But where you think Cam Newton going?
Cam Newton?
You ain't going to the booth.
Man.
He taking Tony Romo's job.
Nah, they're gonna have to have him on. Man, if he does go somewhere, on the Chargers, because the Chargers without a quarterback. Yeah. But depending on what's going on, because I believe on what's gonna go on with the Bears, because every other time they need a change, it's gonna have to happen. It's gonna have to happen if they want to change that quarterback and get something going. They want that money. Nick Foles won a championship, so what's the problem?
They're not gonna get nobody else. They got Foles and Mitch.
Nick Foles not getting a championship in Chicago. I put money on that. You want to put money? Oh, you look real quick like you want to put money on that. Hey. You want to put money on that?
No, I ain't putting no money on that, man. I put my money on Khalil Mack, but we'll see.
That boy head twitch, boy. That boy's like he got a bet on the table.
I bet your boy don't keep his job all year.
Who, Khalil?
No.
Who?
Your boy
Foles.
I bet you.
Oh no, that's the golden child, man. He took down Tommy B. He took down Tommy B. Not my fault. That was a slow game. That was a slow game, but he still took down Tommy B. Can't say no.
It wasn't him. It was his team around him.
He still did his
That game came down to a strip sack by, was it 55? Then they had like stripped that fool. It was 55, huh? I can forget his name. They called him sack though. Graham.
Brandon Graham.
Yeah, that's what the game came down to. Didn't Brady have like 500 passing yards, some shit?
Yeah.
Man had 500 passing yards, and the game came down to them fools popping his ass from behind and knocking the ball out. Like, that's what it came down to.
They had to get the ball out of his hands.
It wasn't like Nick Foles threw for 8 touchdowns and he was Al Bundy on his best day.
But they still won. You got to give it to him, man.
You got to realize, well, how? You be putting everything on the quarterback's shoulders, and then all on his shoulders.
Got another question
Yeah.
for
But
you.
anyway, here we go.
Where you taking D-Hop this year?
Ooh.
Taking D-Hop first round. No problem.
First round?
I will be watching them Cardinals. I'm taking them, man. I ain't gonna lie. It come down to your love for D-Hop and what you really gonna do. It come down to, you gonna take D-Hop before Michael Thomas? Or you gonna take him before Julio? That's what he at. He in that area right there.
D-Hop gonna have a better year than Michael Thomas. You know why? Because their defense is shit. So they gotta throw the ball more.
Them boys do be having some slug outs. Them boys in Arizona was having some slug outs last year, boy.
Yep.
They lost the game. It wasn't because they gave up.
Here goes another question. Where are you taking DJ?
Bitch ass David
I
Johnson.
think he gonna get a lot of work here. A lot of work.
Ain't nobody fucking else. Long as that shitty ass wrist is healthy,
I think he's
out there.
He's gonna be like CJ. He's gonna be Carlos Hyde times 2. Because Carlos Hyde.
They gonna run that motherfucker to the ground. Oh, he's gonna be. He thought he got.
I think he's gonna be.
there.
I think DJ is gonna be the steal of the draft. Honestly.
What? Oh, no, that's not what you said on the last podcast.
No.
It's growing.
I don't think he's gonna boom. You just said you just said he was a bum because he was on my team. How the hell you gonna say he's gonna boom?
He's in a better situation now.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Boom last year, he gave you 2 games and in the Cardinals.
Nothing. He didn't do nothing. I had to put Larry Fitzgerald instead of him because I knew Larry Fitzgerald would at least get some points, not nothing.
Oh God, Fitzgerald is a bum too. But look, I think he's gonna be forced into production. Because Billy O's gonna make him wanna be something. Because they're not gonna want to be like, oh God, we traded D-Hop and now we got this bum. They're gonna try to make a point.
They're gonna try and make him so much of that damn offense to try and prove everybody wrong. Like he gonna be trying to run his whole, catch his whole, trick plays.
That's
like,
why I want him.
They're gonna try and get his money's worth basically.
I think if you get him in the 4th, 5th round, you got yourself the steal of the draft.
I think it's Houston, Texas. I don't see him making it to the 4th round, honestly.
In our draft's probably not.
He's a Texans running back. He's
nationwide, he'll be in the 4th round, 4th, 5th round.
If you draft, what's crazy to say, if you draft somewhere outside of Houston, maybe outside of Texas for sure.
He's gonna fall.
He'll drop it outside of Texas.
He's gonna drop. But you know that's a given. You know, hometown players will always go earlier. But you know, like, you know, this is nationwide. You know, so we're talking to everyone.
2 years ago he was extra cold.
3 years ago, 4 years ago, 2016.
16. Shit, it was.
That's when he's had one good year.
Time flies.
He's had one good year, man.
Yeah, so he was cold 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man. We fucking traded that motherfucker. I know I talk about that shit a lot, man.
We got bums, man. We got a bum.
You had the steak dinner and you traded for a McDouble.
Pretty much, yeah.
All day. So
best thing you said all day, hello.
Hands down.
You never traded D-Hop, man. No matter how much
came through for your ass, man, boy.
Man, no matter what, you can't trade it. You can't trade no D-Hop, not even on the fantasy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a solid pickup for us, just because they're gonna emphasize that shit. They're gonna be like, oh man, we got DJ, man. We're gonna, he's gonna be good. I think Carlos.
He need DJ to halfway save his job.
Pretty much. He has to do something.
So y'all boys got anything else for this episode?
Nah, that's all I can think of right now. Next time we'll do a top 10. Do top running backs, top receivers. Start getting that pre-draft data going for you.
I got you. Already. Well, appreciate y'all boys tuning in to Waiver Warriors here. Follow us on YouTube, IG, at Waiver Warriors with a Z. Don't forget the Z.
Yes, sir.
Find us on Twitter, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be safe out there,
All right, y'all have a good one. It's your boy, Coach.
Low C.
Grado, y'all have a blessed night.
Already.
All right.